In the world of hip-hop, rivalries are nothing new. But the clash between Curtis, 50 Cent, Jackson and William Rick Ross Roberts has erupted into something far beyond typical rap beef. What began as lyrical jabs and public digs has now escalated into a full-blown war with real-world consequences, threatening reputations and alliances across the industry. The tipping point? A dramatic welcome-home concert for Demetrius "Big Meech" Flenory, the iconic figurehead of the Black Mafia family, BMF. After decades behind bars, Big Meech's release wasn't just a legal event. It was a cultural moment that resonated far beyond hip-hop. And Rick Ross seized that moment with full force. Ross didn't just show support quietly. He threw an extravagant homecoming concert, celebrating Meech's freedom on a massive scale. But there was more beneath the surface. This grand gesture wasn't just about solidarity. It seemed like a calculated move aimed directly at 50 Cent. Why? Because 50 had heavily invested in the BMF narrative, turning Meech's story into a successful television series that became a key part of his media empire. By aligning himself with Big Meech, Ross appeared to challenge 50 Cent's claim on the BMF story, hinting at his own ambitions for a competing project. To 50 Cent, this wasn't just competition. It was a direct attack on his territory. 50's response? Explosive. The rapper launched a ruthless campaign against Big Meech, accusing him of snitching to secure an early release from prison. The accusations weren't subtle. 50 flooded social media with rad emojis, memes, and biting comments, leaving no room for doubt about his message. He even twisted Ross's own anthem, BMF, Blowin' Money Fast, turning it into a tool of mockery. But why such an intense reaction? It wasn't just about professional rivalry. 50 Cent had poured time, money, and resources into the BMF show, even giving Big Meech's son, Demetrius "Lil Meech" Flenory Jr., a major platform in the lead role. From 50's perspective, Meech siding with Ross wasn't just business, it was betrayal. As the feud intensified, whispers grew louder about the true nature of Meech's early release. Was there a secret deal? Had cooperation with federal authorities expedited his freedom? These rumors, fueled by 50 Cent's relentless attacks, cast a dark shadow over what was meant to be Meech's triumphant return. Adding fuel to the fire was the emergence of Tammy Cowens, a long-term business associate of Meech. Her name began surfacing in rumors as a possible federal informant, a label that carries serious weight in the world of street credibility. Allegations suggested she might have played a role in facilitating Meech's sentence reduction, adding another layer of suspicion to the already volatile situation. And then, tragedy struck. Dion Cuffy Gatling, a close confidant and longtime business partner of Meech, was pulled into the storm. His deep connection to Meech only intensified the speculation and drama surrounding the entire saga. This isn't just another rap rivalry. It's a story of power, loyalty, betrayal, and the high stakes of hip-hop's complex underworld. As tensions continue to rise between 50 Cent and Rick Ross, the fallout from Big Meech's release could change the landscape of hip-hop forever. Stay tuned. This story is far from over. According to Tamara Gatling, Cuffy's daughter, a devastating revelation shattered her family. She alleges that it was Big Meech himself, along with Tammy Cowens, who orchestrated Cuffy's downfall, leading to his arrest and subsequent imprisonment. The accusation is chilling and deeply damaging, suggesting that, to secure his own freedom, Meech allegedly sacrificed a trusted friend and associate. Tamara Gatling claims her family uncovered compelling evidence implicating Meech as a confidential informant in Cuffy's case. Adding another layer of calculated deceit, Meech allegedly introduced Cuffy to Tammy Cowens under the guise of collaborating on a BMF-related film project, a move that, according to Gatling, facilitated Cuffy's entrapment. This paints a stark picture of fractured bonds, where loyalty was shattered for personal gain. This alleged betrayal goes beyond rivalry, hinting at a calculated act of self-preservation at the cost of long-standing friendship. Fast forward to February 13th. The much-anticipated Big Meech benefit concert was set to be iconic. The lineup was stacked with big names like Lil Baby, Bossman DLO, 21 Savage, and Rick Ross himself. It was a first-of-its-kind event that had fans buzzing, with tickets selling fast as Miami prepared for a major celebration. But just as anticipation hit its peak, everything came to a screeching halt. Without warning, the concert was cancelled. The official reason? Unforeseen circumstances. But industry insiders suspected far more complicated, and possibly contentious, reasons behind the sudden silence. Enter Curtis, 50 Cent, Jackson. Known for capitalizing on rivals' downfalls, he didn't waste a second throwing shade. His online remarks were laced with sarcasm and sharp wit. "I had nothing to do with this. Please stop calling my phone. I sincerely hope you have a nice day today. Happy Valentine's Day." The insinuation of his involvement hung thick in the air, fueling speculation. The drama didn't stop there. A private text message allegedly from Demetrius Lil Meech Flannery Jr. to Jackson leaked online, revealing a complicated web of divided loyalties. Lil Meech, caught between his father and the man who jump-started his acting career, seemed to be walking a tightrope, acknowledging Rick Ross's financial support of Big Meech while trying to maintain loyalty to Jackson. The attempt backfired. Instead of sympathy, Jackson's reaction was icy and unforgiving, viewing Lil Meech's actions as a betrayal. The cancelled concert became more than just an event lost. It symbolized the widening rift between the involved parties and highlighted the escalating tensions. Then came 50 Cent's bold declaration. He wanted to produce a high-budget BMF film, a stark contrast to what he called lackluster, small-budget series. His message was clear: this wasn't just business. It was personal. Jackson's refusal to forgive or compromise was on full display. His swift marginalization of young Buck, who merely offered a mild defense of Meech, was a stark reminder of Jackson's ruthless stance. Even neutrality had consequences. This wasn't just another industry feud, it was deeply personal. For Jackson, Ross's involvement wasn't mere competition. It was an attempt to hijack the cultural capital of the BMF legacy and the loyalty Jackson believed he had with Lil Meech. In response, Jackson launched a relentless campaign of retribution, solidifying the divide with unwavering determination. The big question remains: is Rick Ross truly working behind the scenes to dismantle Jackson's empire? Or is 50 Cent masterfully spinning the narrative, using controversy to tighten his grip on the spotlight? Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: this hip-hop rivalry has been reignited with a level of ferocity and personal animosity the industry hasn't seen in years. Now all eyes are on Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, waiting to see his next move in this high-stakes game of power, legacy, and betrayal.